Hello there, matey. So we're going to be playing Satisfactory now. I absolutely love Satisfactory. As you can see, I've got a world there. However, we are going to start something new for this. So we're just going to name it very quickly. And we are going to go straight into it. Now, I know roughly where I want to go, which is around here. Because this is sort of one of my favourite type areas. So we're going to come around here. We'll start the game just as it is at the minute, so we'll go through all the tier just so that you guys can play it with me. So I've delved around a little bit to know what's going on. The first factory that I ever built was an absolute wreck, so we'll go from there and see what happens. So obviously now we've got the starting up intro.
Attention Pioneer.
Oh.
The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit pioneers have three
we're going to skip through all of this.
Of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any individual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective.
Right, so that was the intro. So now we're getting into the actual parts of it down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planet fall procedure.
See, I like the fire. I like the fire animation. That's cool. Come on then. Righty ho, there we go. Now we can start to see part of the planet. Lovely. Oh, that was a bit of a change very quickly there. Never get over how beautiful this game looks.
Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%.
Yep, checked. It's there. Righty-ho.
Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Yeah, efficiency first. Got the little scanner thing. Lovely. Cool, cool, cool. Righty-ho, where are we?
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB,
Okay.
your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada,
Okay.
also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission.
We
You
can't
are the
even
third
pick up
of your
leaves at the
sector
minute.
to
What?
survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Okay, shush. Let me
Note,
start doing things.
Objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective. Please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub.
Cool, we've got a hub.
Note, Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
Right, so
All
I very
important
quickly want to
Fixit
run
data and
to
communication is recorded
where I
and
like
stored
to
in the codex,
build
including these steps.
my base, because there's all sorts of different bits and pieces that we can do from there. So, actually I think it's down here. Yes it is. Stand by, I'll be back in a minute. So we're in the area where I like to go because there's a pure limestone node up there, and if I'm not mistaken these are all pure as well. Fantastic. I do want to stay away from those pods though there for now, so we need to open up the codex. That's what it wants. Yeah, and we need to go to the inbox.
Second objective.
Tutorials.
Please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xenozapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
Right. Now we can take
Note,
care of them.
According to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Cool.
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation
Finding
for all
iron,
future
here we
objectives.
go. And there's 3 others there, fantastic. Right, so now we just need to build dig this out for a little bit.
Fourth objective.
There we
build
go. Right, so now we need to build the hub.
To complete this objective, the resources
We're gonna
salvaged
chuck
from the drop
it
pod will be consumed.
right about here.
Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open
Right,
terrain
there we
close
go.
to the presence of iron sources.
Okay,
Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
okay, so what do we need for that? We need 10 things, so we're just going to
Congratulations.
set these
You
up
have
very
unlocked
quickly. I'll
hub
see you guys in a
feature.
sec. Okay, so we got more than enough, so let's upgrade. Upgrade the hub. And there we go. We've got an upgrade. Fantastic. What we got next? Select milestone. So now we just need to get 20 things all together. I
Congratulations.
don't know what
You
that
have
was.
unlocked building,
So now we
workshop,
just need to get
equipment, portable miner,
a few
inventory,
more
additional
iron,
slots,
bits of
hub
iron,
feature, personal
which will be
storage.
fun, and then we can build all of
Sixth
that. So we're
objective.
just going to plow
Complete
through these
hub
hub
upgrade
upgrades as
two.
best as we
Note:
can
portable miners require
very
no
quickly
power
so
and
that
will
we
mine a
can
node until their
get
inventory is
straight
full.
into the automation
Note:
side of it.
multiple
And
portable
I've just
miners
realised
can
there
be
is a
used on a
carapace
single
there.
node.
So let's go very quickly, sort these out. Once we can sort these out, then we can get straight into the nitty-gritty of it, which is we can set up a miner, and then hopefully in this episode we can set up a fully 100% efficient area where we can turn iron ore into iron plates, iron rods and screws, because that is a baseline thing of what we need throughout every part of this game. It's an essential construction piece of what we need. So we've got 3 of them already, so now we just need 20. I love the fact that there is only 1 click for this, and there we go. So now we just need to do another 10 of these, which these produce 2 at a time, which is great. So we've now got all the stuff that we need, so we can just upgrade the hub. Fantastic, there we go. Next hub upgrade, milestone 3. We need another 20, 20, 20.
You have
Cool.
unlocked hub feature, biomass burner.
So we're just
Scanner
going to
feature,
mine a bit of
copper,
iron
new
here.
buildings and
There
recipes,
should be
which
some
can be
copper
found
just
in
around the
build
corner,
menu and craft bench
which would be good.
respectively.
So if we can just get some of
Seventh
these,
objective, complete hub upgrade 3.
uh,
Note: connect buildings to a
yeah,
biomass burner
this
for
is going to
power.
be definitely
Note:
interesting. I'm not going to go
buildings
back
such as
until
the smelter require a
I've
recipe
got
to be set.
at least
Advice:
a bit of
automate the
copper as
smelting
well.
process and use portable miners
So
for optimal
that should
results.
hopefully do. Copper ore should be there, and it is. Fantastic. Oh, and there's one up there as well. Lovely. We've got one of these as well, one of these little pods. I hate these things. I hate them because they are so annoying. There we go, that's that done. Right, fantastic. That's 20 copper there. Let's get at least 30. There we go. So, very quickly, we've got that now. Oh, nuts there. Fantastic. We can use them later on to heal ourselves with. Let's hope we can get something later on. Right, so now I'm going to turn all of these into ingots, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Right, cool, we've got that. So now we just need to get 20 iron plates, which is lovely, nice and easy to do. So now we definitely have 20 of them, so we can afford that. We just need 20 of these as well. This is nice and easy to do. Fantastic. Oh, we got 2 over, and I've closed that, which I didn't mean to do. So now we just need another 20 copper wire, which should do us lovely jubbly. There we go. Fantastic. Upgrade the hub. Let's go, go, go. Milestone 4. Let's have it. We need to get here, and there is a pathway. Fantastic.
You have unlocked scanner feature
Right.
limestone. New buildings and recipes,
We
which can be
need
found in the
some
build
wire
menu and
very
craft bench
quickly.
respectively.
If we can get 40 wire out of this, that would be
Eighth
lovely.
objective. Complete hub upgrade 4. Note,
Because that's what
use
we
power
need
poles
to make
to expand
20
the
of
power
these.
network for optimal results.
So we've now got 20 wire, which is lovely. We definitely need some more iron. But let's go and get concrete. How many concrete do we need? We need 10 concrete, which we need 3 limestone for, which means we need 30 limestone. Fantastic. Right, I will be right back when I have that. There we go, that's 10 concrete. So now we've got that, we just need 75 iron plates, and we can make 14 of them right here, right now, and that's what we're going to do. So we need another God knows how many iron ore, so I'm just going to mine all of this, and I will see you guys in a second once I have enough, what I feel is enough iron ore to do this. Right, so we have 86, which is enough for the minute, so let's upgrade the hub. Cool, right, upgrade 5. We've got a miner coming along, thank the Lord. Right, so we've already got 2. We need more cables and more.
Congratulations.
Oh
you have
my.
unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory,
So
additional slots.
we've got stuff that we can't even use.
Ninth objective,
We have a smelter
complete hub upgrade 5.
that we can't
Note,
even
portable
use. Do
miners
we have any
cannot
power
be
at the minute?
connected to conveyor belts.
We
Advice,
do, but can we
when
even
planning the
construct
construction of
biomass
buildings,
at the
note the
minute?
placement
No,
of
we
conveyor
can't.
belts.
So we need more iron, more copper, and that's going to be a fun one. So let's just get this done and dusted then. It's all the tutorial stages, so yep. So if we need 50, this is the sort of maths that you need to do with Satisfactory. So we need 50 cables. And now I know that it takes 2 copper wire to make 1 cable, and 1 copper ingot makes 2 copper wire. So we would need at least 50 copper ingots to make 50 copper wire. Considering we've already got 48 and now we have 51, that is enough to make the copper wire. Now we've already found out as well that we need 3 bits of limestone to make 1 bit of concrete. So essentially we need to times that 20 by 3. So I've picked up 60 limestone because we know that it takes 3 bits of limestone to make 1 bit of concrete. And considering we only need 20 bits of concrete, I've picked up 60 limestone because 20 times 3 is 60. So that's what we've done, and I know that we need 75 iron rods. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of iron ingots to rods, so we need 75 iron ore, to make 75 ingots to then make those 75 iron rods. So that's what we're doing right now, and thank God that this is a pure node, because then we get 3 per time we mine it. I cannot wait, personally, to stick a miner on top of this so that we can get all of this process automated. Because the quicker we can do that, the better. So now we have 75 of that, and I cannot make all of that very quickly. So what we can do is, we see this little number here. This shows me how much I can actually make of this, as it is a 1-to-1 ratio. So if we just keep turning this iron into iron ingots until that number reaches 75, then we will be ready to rock and roll. Cool, now we have 75 of these, and like I said, 63 times 20 is 60, so we've got exactly 20 that we can make for the 20 that we require. So let's get that all done and dusted very quickly, because this only takes 2 bits per time. So that would be that very quickly. There we go. So right, we also need, like I said, takes 2 copper wire to make 1 cable. Unfortunately, we've only got 2 copper ingots already, so we need to turn more of these copper ingots into wire. So once the wire down the bottom around here reaches 100, we can then turn that into the copper wire up there. We're almost there, almost ready to go. And there we go, we've got 100 wire that we can make now. This should not take too long before we can make the copper wire, but I'll see you guys there. Okay, we've got 52 wire now, so we can go ahead and chuck all of this in, and I've completely forgotten to make the iron rods, so we'll be back in a second once that's done. Okay, now we've got 75 iron rods. Let's just chuck them in. All well and good. Upgrade the hub. Let's go, go, go. Upgrade 6. This is it. We get the biomass burner, the space elevator, and we can actually make biomass. Fantastic. Now this requires a lot more. Let's chuck what we already have in there so we can get the inventory space going. So we need 50 concrete. If we times that by 3, we need 150 bits of limestone to make that 50 concrete. Okay. We can actually start making buildings to start this automated process. So what do we need for that? We have a to-do list on the side which we can add together. So we need a total of 3 miners as well to put into... Immediately we're just going to make 1 smeltery. 1 constructor, sorry, to turn that into, and if we make 2 smelteries for now, you can see all of these components that we need on the side. So my question is, can we actually make a reinforced iron plate? Yes, we can. So I'm going to start making all of these components so that we can start making these things slightly more automated. I will see you guys once that's done. Okay, so one thing I completely forgot to build was the workshop, which is something that we need to make our portable miners there. So we need a total of 3 portable miners, which means we need more iron rods. And we're also going to need some more steel plates as well, so let's go and make them very quickly. Fantastic, now we have everything that we need to build what we need. So let's sort out our taskbar, shall we? So we want that on 4, we want that on 5, and we're going to have the smelters on 6. So first things first, we're building a Mark 1 miner. I'm going to build it facing this direction so that we can split our copper, which will come from over there. And the reach of this mouse is absolutely incredible, so we want it facing that way. And we also need a miner up there, but we're going to wait to go and build that one for the minute. So right now we need a power pole right here. We are then going to connect all of this up so we can then go from there. So if we build that there, we can then power that node. Now unfortunately in doing that we have lost a few materials, but that's nothing to worry about as of yet. So right now we're just going to build up a very, very rudimentary setup just to get the ball rolling, as they say. So we're going to just do that, and that very quickly. So we then need to set this. This one's going to make iron because it's on an iron node. And what do we need most of? What we need the most of is an iron plate, so that's what we're going to do. Now one thing to consider is that this is producing 120 parts per minute. This will only take in 30 parts per minute and produce 30 parts per minute of iron ingot. So we are oversupplying it by 4 times the amount. 4 times we're supplying it by, and this will only consume. This will produce 20 parts per minute if we supply it with 30 parts per minute, which this will supply at 30 parts per minute. So this will be a continuous supply to and from. That will never run out. However, this part here will back up because this is producing too much for this, and we can't change that at the minute, which is underneath this panel here, which will be overclocking, which we will research later on in the game. But for now, let's try and get this started, and to do that we need to power these devices. Now this will not take anything other than biomass. If I chuck this in here at the minute, it will start to produce, but it will not be efficient. It will take up way too much to what we need. So what we need to do is go around and start collecting some leaves. Now this area is not exactly good for leaves, it's not exactly good for a starting set of the game, but it does set you up for the late game, which is what we want. If we was to go to an area where it started us up for the early game and not the late game, we would be in trouble later. So that's what I've done. I've made the sacrifice to go to a mid-game area for the start to then prepare us for a late game earlier. So we can always move to a different place, yes, however, starting up in this sort of area, we will have better benefits now than we will later. Yes, it just is a bit of a pain to get it started. So now I'm just going around collecting all sorts of wood, all sorts of leaves as well, so we can then turn that into biomass, which is what we need to get those biomass generators running. Now I would love to take these trees down here, however we cannot do that just yet because that requires a chainsaw, which we get later on. So once that then happens, we will then be doing that, but hopefully by that point we will not need as many biomass generators because hopefully we will have gotten to coal. But for right now we have what we have, and we're going to get going with that, and hopefully we can get all of this set up. That there is a crash site, and I don't want to tussle with him right now. I don't want to tussle with him at the minute because we are trying to get biomass. Oh, and here we go. So I think I've got enough biomass for the minute. Let's find out very quickly because we need to fill them up with a minimum of 100 biomass to get this going. Now if I press 2 here, because I have completely forgotten that one of the crucial points, which is we need to hook up that smelter and constructor to be able to craft what we need it to craft. So let's come around here, build a power line there, and power both of them. Right, we are missing cable, so we need to come back here just to build a bit of cable there. Fantastic, there we go. So now when I do power those 2 biomass generators, all 3 of these will be getting power. Now if we can, I'm going to check this, our maximum consumption is 13 megawatts. Now if we come over to the biomass burner, we will see that this maximum output here is 20 megawatts, meaning I only need to power 1 of them in order to get that system going. However, we're going to set us up so that we don't have to worry about that too much by getting ourselves going. Now I've just realized something, is that we need this milestone to get the biomass. So what we're going to do from there is we're going to come over to this, we're going to split that stack in half and put that in there. Now as you can see, this will consume 80 parts per minute, meaning this is not going to last long. Our little production there is not going to last long at all. So hopefully this will do it, and it'll do it quickly, so that we can get as many parts as we can, as quickly as we can. So as you can see, that's gone down very quickly as it is, and we put in 250. So, and it's also not burning as much because we're not using that much, because the current consumption is up there. So now we're probably going to be using a lot more. So let's get that going. That is producing 220 per minute. We need 100, so we need to leave this on for 5 minutes. Now I don't think we have 5 minutes of power. We do not have 5 minutes of power. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to help that system along. Not by doing anything to this, because that's not going to change, but we need to mine some ore. I'm hopefully going to try and get 100 ore in my system, in my inventory, so that we can then make the rods, leave that system to make the plates, and then we can try and make the copper wire and the limestone ourselves. And while we're up by the limestone, I'm also going to place that miner, just to put us at a little bit more of an advantage in later terms. So I will see you guys once that's all done and dusted. Right then, welcome back guys. We have just upgraded the hub yet again. So we have now done all of the tiers. We are now out of the tutorial mode. Now here we go. We have got our little pod that's come along. Fantastic. Now we're out of the tutorial now. So sorry guys, I ran out of time for that episode. But thank you very much for watching. That's it. We just covered the basics in that episode. So in the next episode, we're going to focus more on the automation, setting up a bit more, and hopefully getting across to a brand new system where we can have 100% efficiency in the miners. But yep, thank you very much. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.